Welcome to Qigong on Columbine Hill on this Saturday afternoon, a wintry Saturday afternoon, but beautiful sunny day. Let's just start in our taichi Qigong posture. Feet in line with your hips. Soften your ankles, your knees, your tailbone dropping down so that we lengthen the lumbar spine, the bottom of your spine. And then tucking your chin in. So a little star string pulling the crown of your head up, so our spine is going in opposite directions, making beautiful space as we move in this form today. Feel as if you've got a little squash ball or golf ball in the axilla. So we've got a bit of space between the elbows and the waist. This is a very tight posture. We want just to loosen it up a little bit and have a little bit of space at your groin here. So check that your knees aren't rolling in, your knees turning out a little bit as if you've got a ribbon pulling your knees into the buttock here, using some lateral rotation in your hips. Very good to do. Okay, so let's just stand here for a couple of seconds and just settle into yourself. Settle into your body. Qigong and Tai Chi are embodied practices. We're in our body. We're watching what's going on. We're feeling what's going on rather than in our head, all the chatter going on in our head. So you can have a soft gaze or close your eyes just for a few seconds and allow your breath to drop. Tai Chi and Qigong breathing is soft and long and deep and fine and even. Okay. Just notice where you're starting from. So, open your eyes. We're going to be doing the first 10 forms of the 18 forms. So let's bring our feet together and we'll start with our hands on just below the dantian. We can do a tiger mouth there. And then we'll just step out into a nice even posture here, feet in line with the hips. And the first movement is going to be harmonizing the chi. So we're going to bring our hands up and bring them, floating them down. As your hands are coming up, your tailbone is dropping down. And as your hands are coming down, your head is lifting up. Breathing in, and breathing out. So we're kind of harmonizing between the earth energy and the sky energy. And here we are, man in between, or woman, or child. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going into broadening the chest. These are moves we've all done before. That's breath in, a breath in, keeping your hands in your peripheral vision, opening front of your chest and the back of your chest. Turn your hands and floating down. Breathing in, great for your lungs, great for your heart, great for your circulation. And breathe out. Breathing in. Feel your feet still rooted. You want rooted feet so that the top of the body can rise up. In, out. With those hands, feeling that they connect to each other, almost like there's a magnetic force between the two hands. Coming down, and we're going to go straight into parting the clouds, bringing one foot forwards and wrist cross and parting the clouds. You can lift that back heel if you like. Just do one, and up, and down. Slowing it down. I have to slow it down a little bit more to get stability through my feet before I move forward. So putting the front foot forwards, getting your weight on it, and then up. Beautiful movement to clear any anxiety or stuckness. Like clearing your paths, so new thoughts can come up. Expanding your vision. Coming back to center and opening the legs a little bit. Turn your hands up. And here we're going to have the rainbow on each hand's got one side of the rainbow. And we're going to tip over towards a straightened leg. There we go. That's an out breath. Breathing in, lengthen your spine up and then let it go over. Beautiful for the spleen. Breathe in. In a happy movement where rainbows are a combination of the sky and water. And so when the sun in the water, the sun in the sky in the water, so when the sun shine goes to the water droplet, it makes the rainbows. So this is a happy, generous movement, movement of hope, lovely, playful. It's fine if you smile while you do it. We'll do one more to each side. And then we're going to come down into rolling ball. Bring your feet a little bit closer and hold a chi ball in front of you. Here we're going to be twisting the wrists and turning the palm. Opening up the body. Your eyes watch your backhand as it comes forwards until you make a ball again in the front. Once you're there, open up, breathing in as you open up. Opening the front of your chest, the back of your chest, and looking at your hand as it comes forward. It's almost like swimming. You can imagine that you're swimming in the sea, maybe you're swimming in a lake, in a river. And this form is also known as repulse monkey. So it's a liver mood. And it's monkeys have ongoing chattering in their heads. They just can't stop chattering. So this is like to clear the head. So it's a nice thing to do when you're doing this movement, to actually do the out breath as you come forward, as if you're clearing through your head, and you come down, breathing in and breathing out. Another 2. So feel how your body's opening it, and then it's actually almost curling in. And Qigong is like that. We open, we close, we rise, we fall, twist, we turn. Beautiful rhythm. Coming back to your ball here, taking the oars, because you're now going to row your boat into the center of the lake. Down and coming up. In breath, out breath. Bend your knees, pull your tummy in, be rooted. As you bring the oars up, keep your shoulders soft. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in. You're already at the center of the lake, so you don't have to work hard here. Just enjoy the stillness and the tranquility of being in the center of the lake, or at the heart of the lake. Come up, open your feet a little bit wider, and we're going to go straight into lifting ball. The lifting ball, as your hand goes across the ball, your heel comes up there and the opposite hand goes behind you. And look at the ball. Remember, this could be a crystal ball. It's a gift to the royal princess. Or it could be a beach ball. It could be playing with a child. So again, it's a light, happy movement, very good for lightening spirits, lightening depression or darkness or anything, just feeling the gratitude of giving something or being given something. Right, and now we're going to come down with our ball. Bend your knees a little bit, and you're going to shift weight, lift, and look up at the moon in the sky. Keep your chin tucked in and your tailbone tucked in. And then you're coming down. Shift your weight. Look at the moon in the lake. It's all milky and slightly less shiny as it is in the moon in the sky. Coming down. An out breath. Shift, turn, and then lift your spine, and then look at the moon. Coming down. This is a strong exercise for your knees and your hips and your back. Beautiful exercise. Lifting up. You must lift your back as you come up and you twist, otherwise you will hurt your back. So be very careful that you're within your own comfort limit there. Coming down, bring your hands onto the dantian, both facing up. And here we're going to turn waist and push palm. Bring back. Not hips, turn waist. See if you can keep your hips still, but that top part of you is going to turn. That's right. And drop your elbows when you're doing this one. So as you push, your elbow drops. And drop. And as you push, you're going to breathe out. This is a martial movement from Tai Chi. That's the pulling phase, pulling somebody's arm towards you, and then you push him away. Okay? So we need to be springy and bendy. If anything's too straight, you can be overtaken by your opponent. Okay, coming back. It's also very, very good for your gut. As we move our waist, we're moving our intestines and our stomach and our liver. It's very, very good for that. Okay, last one, and you have got your ball there. So let's go straight into playing with clouds. So sink, shift, turn, and roll your clouds. Shift, turn, and roll your clouds. Shift, turn, and roll your clouds. This is also said to be very good to calm a fiery heart. Sometimes our heart's too cold and sometimes it's too fiery. And so the bottom hand is seen as maybe trailing through the water, and the top hand is seen is running across the heart and cooling it down. And let's come back to the dantian. Hands together, bring our feet together. And your arms come down. And just gather all the benefits from the movement we've been doing with our body, quietening the mind, bringing a bit of calmness into our body, but also strengthening it. Hands over your dantian. And again, just soft gaze, close your eyes for a couple of seconds. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice if your feet are still grounded, still rooted down, rooted in order to rise. A couple of nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And open your eyes. And thank you for joining us doing Qigong on Columbine Hill. Have a good week.